if we continue doing that and improve, for example, in the vaccine rollout, in the contact tracing, do you agree with the government that not more fiscal aid is needed, as long as we are able to reopen the economy safely and not have to tap into even more debt, not have to tap into even more taxation?
Well, yeah, that's one strategy we can sort of deploy, thinking that the economy's fine, it's strong, it can get back on its feet just by simply reopening it. I think that's one strategy, but there is another school of thought that says that the economy is in some respects broken. The strong consumer demand that we saw sort of lift the Philippines to close to middle income status is not there anymore. The middle income earners are hurting. The poor are hurting as well. So we need a jump start. We always have different analogies for how the economy is doing. I now liken it to a car that's been stalled for about a year, and there's no way you start that unless you get your jumper cables and you do a jump start by someone else giving you the boost, and that has to come from the fiscal side. There is no other economic agent out there with the wherewithal, with the ability to spend in a big way right now.
But Nikki, they're saying that the fiscal aid will come, but only after the economic recovery is already underway and the economy is open, and that it's basically useless to give handouts right now when there's nothing really to propel the consumerism. So do you feel that that's a good strategy? Short-term pain for a more sustainable rollout of the pandemic response.
Yeah, I think if we look at the response of other countries, they front loaded their fiscal aid simply to get the engines of the economy rolling. And once the economy starts humming again, that's when revenues flow back to the government. And that's how they sort of recoup that investment they made by the substantial fiscal push. So I like the proposals by Representative Kimbo, even the version of Representative Salceda. Anything to get this economy back up and running will restart the engines of the economy, and that's when the government can start collecting revenues again. And if they continue to sort of hold back on this, I think we're seeing the results of that. Last year, this was the strategy they employed by not copying the rest of the region, wherein they spent a lot of fiscal aid packages. We sort of held back. And now we're seeing that we're not exactly performing as well as other countries. And we don't have to look far. We can just look at ASEAN, and we're definitely behind the pack in this regard.